Hey guys, what's going on? We're gonna be hopping into a tier list video, and I can't get rid of the ad. So, oh wait, ad removed. What happened? I don't care. Um, it is my opinion. Okay, last one I got bashed because I didn't understand that. What's his name? Gloxinia was good. I've never used him. I have not used all of these units because I don't have all the max. I don't even have some of them, like Red Melascula, but I have seen from JP players that Red Melascula is going to be very good in the upcoming meta once Assault Meliodas drops. So there's that. But she's not good right now, in my opinion, especially because she's a red unit. But we'll get into that later. This is going to be geared PvP, in my opinion. So take it with a grain of salt. I'm probably going to be wrong in your eyes for the most part, but hopefully this is just entertaining to you, and you guys can bully me in the comments if you want. This is Red Brawler Bond, which is absolute dog trash. I'm fairly certain. I don't think I've ever actually used this unit. I just know he's not that good. Assault Meliodas, or not Assault, Green Demon Meliodas is just troll. He can be really good on a crit team I have seen. Like, he actually does some really good work, but other than that, not really. Oh gosh, which Elizabeth is this? They all look alike. Is this the not the Valentine's, the one's the summon demon? All I know is she's terrible in PvP. She's just good for summoning demons, if that's the one that I'm thinking of. She is kind of meh. She's basically just used for her passive, which I believe it increases critical hit damage. I believe. Could be wrong. I honestly can't remember. Blue Diane, in my opinion, is great. I don't think she's god tier, and yes, this is the meme. This is the meme. Okay, I'm just gonna do it right now, but bonk. That's the only one there. It's the only one there, and there's a good reason for it. Bonk. Brawler Bond, he is very meh. Like, he does damage, but not enough damage. I believe. Is this high CC King? It doesn't really matter. He might be used on the CC team. I can't remember if it's the Green Fat King or Red Fat King. One of them is really good at maxing out your CC on a CC team for like knighthood, but that's about it. Green Hubble is absolute trash. Hendrickson trash. I've never seen him in game. I've never seen this Gale Thunder. It's been so long. I might have seen him back around when Red King and Red Escanor was the thing, but not really anymore. Slater is kind of trash. Blue Diane, I think, is very great because of her AoE Rupture card. Her ult hits really hard. She's basically just a ult rush unit. I would still put Escanor at meh. I don't think he's absolute trash. He can still have viability, but it's very hard to work out, especially if you face a Goddess Liz or an Escanor. You kind of just get absolutely rammed. Bond, I'm not going to lie, he's actually kind of good. I have faced him, and he's actually kind of shredded me before with the one. Green King, he is good. Red Demon Meliodas, I think he is either meh or good. He's like somewhere in between here. If he crits, he does a lot of damage. If he doesn't do anything. Alione, basically a god. No. Red SR Bond, he's kind of a joke. He's just meant to get you through story. Kane, never ever even used him. Green Gother, the SR rarity, he has a decent passive, so I guess I'll put him in meh. I believe it's decreases the enemy's stats by 15%, like their attack related stats, so I mean, it's decent. Red Fraudrin, I've never seen him PvP. Green SR Elizabeth, I don't think I've ever seen her in PvP. I've never seen this Elizabeth in PvP. She's not good anymore. I think she used to be good like way back when Hauser was meta, but other than that, basically, actually Gale Thunder is pretty much great. I won't put him in God simply because, I mean, I don't really know why. I just don't think he's God tier, but he's definitely very good. Blue Gale Thunder, I would say he's good. He only works on like one team, or one like standard of team, which is with Tarmiel. He works well with Tarmiel pretty much, because you put him in the back, he increases all blue units defense by 60%, which is why he only ever runs with Tarmiel. Blue Greenmore, I've never seen him in PvP. Red Gother, I think is still god tier. Attack swing is still very good. Red Greenmore, in my opinion, is meh. Increases your HP, so I mean he has a decent passive. Blue Gila, terrible. Golgius, terrible. Blue Fat King, I've never seen him, but I can't remember what he does. I'm just gonna put him in trash. Red SR Jericho, I think she has a decent passive, but honestly, I hardly ever see her. Put her in meh. Greenmore, trash. Blue Hauser, I've seen like 1 or 2 people make a video on him, but I don't know. You have to really build him up. Trash. I hate this man. I hate running with him. Blue SR Jericho, I find way more useful, especially with the 1. You can throw her in the back if you don't have Death Pierce built up, I guess, but that's pretty much the only reason. And I guess she does some actually pretty good damage. Actually, yes, never mind. I'm going to put her up to good. Because her, if you put Star underneath her, she actually does some pretty good damage. So I'll put her up to good. Jillian, trash. I forgot this guy's name, so I'm going to put him trash. Marmus, I mean, I think he's kind of a troll unit / trash unit, so I'm just going to put him in trash. Counter Melee, he's kind of meh. He can be used if you really build him up, but other than that, no. She will always be good or great. I think she is definitely fallen off considering the Lost Vein ult rush is kind of dead, but I think she's still good. Merlin. Blue Go Through could have been great if Blue King actually stayed around longer than like maybe a week, but since Blue King or Festival King is basically gone, he's kind of garbage because all he does is he debuff seals. So yeah, I wish this man had more CC, better cosmetics and whatnot. I'm gonna put him in troll because I've done a few videos with him and he's actually very fun, but he just doesn't hit hard enough. He doesn't have enough HP or CC. Simon, I've never used him in PvP, but I believe he is absolute garbage from what I have seen from other YouTubers. So Slater is kind of just a troll because you can is it attack seal or debuff seal? I think it's debuff seal, and then you can run him with green or red Gother and then attack seal, and then just basically nullify all their cards. Tweegod, just a decent passive. That's basically what he's there for. Taizu is kind of trash. I don't remember this man's name, but he's trash. He just increases your pierce rate, and pierce rate is kind of garbage. Red Diane, kind of trash. SSR Diane is actually pretty good. I would put her in great. She attack seals for 2 or 3 turns. I believe it's 2 turns. Level 1, which is absolutely insane. Green Brawler Bond, I think he's kind of trash. Red SR Elizabeth, trash. SSR Elizabeth used to be very annoying when the game first came out, but nowadays you can just still whittle her away so much easier than... and granted, I was only playing ungeared back then, so you couldn't really kill her. She was very annoying. Merlin, I think she's good. So because freeze, recovery seals, so you can't like cleanse the freeze. So I think she's decent. Helbram, he's kind of just an ult rush unit still. I would put him at meh or trash. Still probably won't hold up to this day, especially because of the 1. Actually, yeah, because of the 1, I'm just gonna throw him in trash. He's a red unit. He'll just get bonked instantly. And because of his passive, they lower down his CC so much that you would most likely start first anyways. If his passive applied before entering battle, like the CC increased with his passive, then he would probably be good, but it doesn't. So SR Fraudrin is garbage. Gustav, in my opinion, is kind of garbage, except, you know, you can freeze them and whatnot, but I don't know. I don't think it works out that well. Ellie Hawk is kind of a troll unit if you're facing a bunch of debuff teams, like if you face King and whatnot, or like a Kyo, you can turn all those debuffs into buffs and just absolutely obliterate some people. I've seen Kabuki do a few videos on those, and it's absolutely hilarious. Slime, no, I've never used Rimuru. I never pulled him, so I have absolutely 0 experience with him. I'm just going to put him in trash, I guess. Hauser, he will get absolutely obliterated, not a high enough CC. I have this guy, he attack weakens. He could probably be decent, but with the 1 running around, he'll just still get absolutely butchered. So I'm just going to put him in trash. Milim, her stats are horrible. I've seen Kabuki do so many videos on her, and he's tried to make her work, but just not enough substats. Green Lilia has a really good passive in my opinion, but it's not good enough to like bring her up higher into the meta or anything. Green Elaine, kind of garbage. Arthur, basically you just want the immunity card, so honestly I think he's kind of a troll unit. Because he's basically just paired with Red Gother, Red Escanor, and then Red King in the back. Maybe something else nowadays since Pierce is kind of dead. Blue Gallon, in my opinion, is kind of a troll unit. You just kind of like bring him with a massive amplified team, and you just really hope that you don't die first or second turn. I've seen Sora do videos on him, and he actually plays with him very well, so I'll give the credit to him. SR Blue Slater, I've never used him in PvP. I've never seen him in PvP, so I assume he's garbage. She's 100% a troll unit. Basically, you get 2 ultimate gauge after you kill her, so, you know, just meant to troll people. Green Escanor, he is good in my opinion because he counters the 1. Oh. But he still just doesn't have enough HP to actually survive from the 1, and if you put HP crit damage on him, he still doesn't do enough damage. Jericho, in my opinion, actually I'm going to bump up Escanor as well. I think they're great. Not God, but I think they're very good. If you bring a taunt unit and you don't face a Sariel, Jericho can absolutely obliterate the 1. So, just my personal opinion. Diane, Green Diane, God, she counters the 1. She is very good in stalling out the game and making sure that you build up your passive to try to kill the 1, or building up the passive for the 1 and just letting you build up ultimate gauge. And even if she's stunned, the taunt still stays, unlike with Esterosa, because it's a stance. Hers is a buff. So, Vivian, I believe her name is. She's garbage. Vampire Meliodas, very niche, but honestly, nobody will ever build this man up. I think she's garbage. I have actually never used her. I believe she's just for the demons. I can't remember what she spawns, but she's just for the demons. Green Gila, trash. She is very team reliant, obviously. Pierce meta. Gosh, what does this Monspeed do? I have this Monspeed, but I've never seen him been used. Honestly, just because he's a commandment, I'll probably just put him in troll, or meh. Voodoo Meliodas is obviously very team reliant, but he will still get clapped by the 1. Especially if you run him the 1 with Goddess Liz. Then he just can't even break the shield. Even with like a level 3, he just can't break it. Dogetto is garbage. Death Pierce, in my opinion, is God. Simply because he is made on the crit team, and if you build him up really well and you out CC and you go first, you can literally one-shot an entire team. Or not team, an entire unit. I think King is kind of good / meh. If you run him with the old style, Goddess Liz, Lost Vein with Merlin in the back, and you ult rush 2 units, he can be honestly very good. He would probably be even godlike, but with him in this current situation, he is kind of just good. I mean, he petrifies, he heals. It's a good unit, I guess. Red Fat King, I've never built this man up, but I assume he's probably like a troll because he has that counter. So yeah, I'll just throw him in troll. He has that counter card where if you attack anyone, he attacks your team. So, unless maybe that's the green one. I honestly can't remember. So, yeah. Alaska is team reliant. She is an ignite stack unit. So, basically, every single turn that if you don't attack, I believe you get ignite stacks on your character. And so if you build her up with, or use her with like Kyo or someone, she could be potentially pretty good, but other than that, she's kind of meh. Blue Merlin, I think she's kind of just meh. I don't think she'll ever be trash because she downranks skills and she debuff. She blocks out debuffs, I believe. Can't quite remember her other card. Green Gloxinia. Green Gloxinia with the blockade, I think it is. Is that what this one has? Oh gosh, I honestly cannot remember. Let me just check it real quick. I should have had this pulled up at the beginning, but which one has the blockade? This one has bleed and disables attack skills, a level 2 on her. Okay, so this one's not as good. So I think he is very team reliant. I saw Shogun do a video with Droll this morning, and it was actually pretty good. It looked like he worked out very well. Valenti is meh, or trash. She is trash. Honestly, she's kind of team reliant, but I still think she's trash. Arden does literally 0 damage. Green Diane, her AoEs are horrible. This is Nunchuck Blue Bond, and PvP I don't think is very useful at all. A lot. She's kind of just meh. She's basically just there to increase your crit chance, I believe. SSR Melly is kind of a troll unit. He's basically just there to counter. Also, this is not in any like order, by the way. I just have to say that. Like, if I put Escanor here, it does not mean that he's better than Green or Blue Diane, and it does not mean that she is worse than him. It's just how I'm putting it. I just had to say that. He is definitely 100% troll. If they actually kill him, they are an absolute idiot and should never be allowed to play the game again. Blue Arthur is actually pretty good. His crit chance and crit damage is absolutely insane. Easton, I would say, is good. She has a decent buff card, and she works very well with the human team with Roxy. I believe Jenna is trash. I've never seen her on PvP, so. This man is kind of meh and also troll, because if you use him and he somehow out CCs the one, it blocks out ultimate gauge gain for 2 turns. So Green Dairy area will be very decent or very good. Whoops, team reliant in the future when Assault Meliodas drops, because she has the AoE to take away ultimate gauge. Or wait, no. Gosh, why would she use? You can take away ultimate gauge single target. I know that, but then the AoE I think is to use to cause Droll to give them the resistance buff, and then therefore if you have resistance buff, oh gosh, I can't remember honestly. Why would she even use? All I know is that she's very good in the Meliodas team. Gosh, I cannot remember why they used her. I can't remember the exact specifics. It shows how much I have not watched people play Assault Meliodas. Escanor or Esterosa, I think he is God / great tier, somewhere in between here, but I'll just put him in great. Simply because he is a very good counter to the one as well. If you put Tarmiel underneath him and you have a counter up and the Escanor attacks into you, then when he attacks, you gain a bunch of recovery a bunch of your HP back from Tarmiel's Grace. So it's very good. Zenari, kind of trash. Green Monspeed, I think is very team reliant. Something because you want him on a team with like Kyo, and then maybe even like a Goddess Liz just to keep them alive, or bring them with a Gother because he relies on Ignite stacks because he has a bunch of weak point kind of cards. So yeah, and then Red Mono, kind of garbage. Lost Fane, I'm gonna put him as God tier in my opinion now, because he still kind of gets wrecked from the one. I'm putting him in great. Okay, I'm putting him in great tier. Dairy area I think is very meh in the meta right now, simply because she's a red unit, and I mean Escanor's ult one-shots her. Yeah, nobody can hit her if she evades, but I mean the blue units are taking over. She's kind of meh. Esterosa is very team reliant. He's exactly like Kyo pretty much, except he recovery disables, so he's a very good unit with Kyo, because if you attack the king, if he's ever using a king or a Gloxinia, you would recovery disable, and then you just let those ignites build up, because he has co-destruction, which is really good. Gallon is very team reliant. He needs an amplified team, I believe, in order to build him up. I believe. I could be wrong on that. This is the one that will be very, like, pretty much God tier in a month or two when Assault Meliodas drops. Yeah, it's not the best team, but she will still be very good, very viable with that team. So if you like to run Assault Meliodas, you would want to start building her up ASAP. Because of her passive, pretty much. That's literally only it. If you don't kill her, then you basically can't kill anyone else on the field, so it's very annoying. Zeldris is very team reliant. You have to build him up in a crit team with Green Gother, Ladocia, and Death Pierce in the back to even make him viable at all, because if he doesn't crit, he does baby damage. Zartros, never used him. I think he's garbage. Red Roxy, I would like to use her, but I just don't have the pendants to waste on that, so I just don't think she's that good. I think she's honestly meh, but I mean, it doesn't really matter that much. Goddess Liz, still god tier, unfortunately. I just wish someone would just knock her out of her place. Just cancel out someone's passive, like at like a rank 2 or 3. Imagine if a unit just canceled out passives or something. That would be amazing. Matrona, kind of meh. Hawk, absolute god tier. Like, I mean, guys, have you seen the damage he did against Merlin? Like, absolute god tier. Okay, well, I'll do this. Because blue units are running everywhere. I mean, he does decent damage. Red Gloxinia, I think, is very good / great, but he is a red unit again, so he will get absolutely stomped by the 1. But he does have that card, which is called Blockade. Let me just get the exact thing. Wait. What? Is it the green one? Oh, no, here it is. It just doesn't say it in the things. If you use the rank 2, it allows the use of only rank 1 skills for 1 turn at rank 2, and then at rank 3, it allows it for 2 turns. So basically, you can't, if you rank up Escanor and you don't know that it does that, and you rank up Escanor, you use 2 Escanor cards, then boom, you don't have a turn. But obviously, most people know that in PvP, but it still makes it so that you can only use rank 1s, which is really, really good. So I think it's very good. Running with like Red Diane, Green Gother, or like Droll, I guess. The taunt Droll, some kind of taunt to take away the brunt of the attack from Escanor. Oh my gosh, my voice is giving out. This is the last video for today. SR Aaron, honestly, I think he's kind of meh. He has the evade card. He's blue, so he won't die really fast, but he just doesn't have enough cosmetics or anything, and he's an SR, so his CC suffers dramatically. Mikasa, kind of trash nowadays. I don't even know what this unit does. I've never used him. He's the PvP unit. Yet to plays top 100 in PvP, which is such garbage. Droll, I think he is very good. He blocks ultimate gauge. If you get ultimate gauge for 2 turns, he has detonate. So if you have an ult rush team, he does really high damage against the 1 if you try to ultimate rush. But yeah, I think the blue one is better in this meta right now. SR Aaron, absolute garbage. Will never use that character again. Levi, he's I'm sorry. I think he's either meh or garbage. I'm gonna just put him in meh just because I like Levi. Wedding Diane. Oh god, what did she do? I have never ranked her up. I can't quite remember. I know she's not good. Wedding Diane, her passive increases giant damage by 40%, I want to say. I believe that's what it was. So, I mean, she's kind of meh. She gets slapped by the 1, but I mean, if you run her with Droll, maybe it could be good. I don't know. Red Zeldris, in my opinion, is very good. You can just run him in the backline now. And with his passive, it increases all the other commandments buffs or stats. So, like a Droll, for example, like a Sariel team is very good. It's just my 2 cents on it. I think he's a very good unit. Free to play Hellroom or whatever, like the 100. I can't remember why we got him, but he was free and he's kind of horrible. She is horrible in my opinion. Blue Droll, in my opinion, is great. With his taunt and his petrify card, it works very well in my opinion. Ludo, if you whale him out, he is a god tier unit. If you don't whale him out, I would honestly probably put him in good. I really need to like just create another one and just have like a money sign on him. The same with like, actually, I would still keep Froward under troll to be honest, but yeah. Gurheed, garbage. Green Arthur in PvP, I think he's good because there's a bunch of blue units, but I just don't, without a passive, he's just really meh. Athena's just a really good backline unit to be honest, so I'm just going to put her in good. Like, she'll always have that really good passive. Red Lilia, I tried her out again and she actually kind of popped off, so I'll just throw her in good, but she is a red unit, so she could be considered meh, but I haven't tested her out against the 1 Escanor, so. Green Hendrickson, if we didn't know about this, I don't know who thought of it, but Shogun, this is the first one I saw to do it. He started putting him in the back line, and he's actually a really good unit if you have a lot of characters with debuff cards. Like Green Gother starts to pop off, especially if you give him attack crit damage, which is definitely a video I want to do in the future. So yeah, Green Gother, honestly, I'm putting him in bonk. Like, he's literally, him and the Escanor are literally made for each other. Like, they're the best characters in the game. Green Roxy, very good counter to the 1, so I'm going to put her in great. I don't think she deserves God tier, but she's definitely good if she's in an all-human team. Red Jericho, simply because she's red, I'm going to put her in good, but she has the freeze, and she has a really good passive. So if you summon for her, I couldn't blame you, and she's a really thick waifu. Kyo, I'm just going to throw in good. He can still do work, but he's in good or slash meh or even team reliant somewhere in here. Simply because blue units are running the meta, and then Goddess Liz cucks his attack cards. My kind of meh. She needs amplify stacks to be good. Shin, I have not used yet. I'm going to just put him in meh because he's a red unit. I haven't used him a lot. I haven't really seen him much. Rugal, I kind of want to try a video of him to see if he does good against the 1. So I'm going to put him in good for now. He has attack related stats down. He has a really good AoE with Pierce. So maybe like him, Lilia, and Roxy could be a good team. Maybe. Well, I'll have to figure that out. Sariel, in my opinion, is still a god tier unit. Like, I still get wiped even with the 1 against him, bro. Like, if he gets that level 3, it's over. Tarmiel, very good counter to the 1. I'm going to throw him up in god tier. If you max out his defense and all that, his ultimate nukes. Blue King, I'm just going to put him in good, honestly. Like, if you go first, you slap him. If he goes first, he slaps you. That's basically how it goes. And then these 3 units we do not have in the game right now, but honestly, I think they're all going to be very meh. Useless, and then good. Because those 2 are basically just meant for the final boss, Bond and Escanor. So, guys, this is my tier list video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope you guys enjoy flaming me in the comments for me not picking your favorite waifu and bonked here for some reason. But, yeah, it's been 30 minutes of me going over a phone game. Hopefully you guys enjoyed, and, guys, we are on the road to 300 subscribers. That's insane. We're at 274, I think I just checked earlier before the video started. So thank you so much to everyone who stopped by for the live stream, who stopped by for checking out on all my daily videos. I do 2 to 4 daily videos a day, and I'm glad you guys are supporting the channel. It means so much to me, and I hope you guys have an amazing day. Peace out.